Hare Krishna. In this short video, we'll very briefly go over the use of the Bhaktivedanta Vedabase, in particular how to use it to look up Sanskrit words and terms. The Vedabase is a very cool tool to research the Vedic literatures and the books of Srila Prabhupada. You can see over here on the left pane the entire contents of the Vedabase. You see here we have all Prabhupada's books, the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, a whole lot of other books under the heading Other Books by Srila Prabhupada. We have his diaries, lecture, transcriptions, conversations, correspondence, books from previous acharyas, cookbooks. This is the complete treasure house of transcendental knowledge. Suppose we were studying the Sri Ishopanishad and we wanted to look up a particular verse in the Sri Ishopanishad. All we have to do is locate the Sri Ishopanishad, scroll down to where it is, here, and say we wanted to look at mantra 7. Double click on mantra 7 and here we have it. And this is the standard of all Srila Prabhupada's books, the Sanskrit in Devanagari, followed by the Sanskrit in the English transliteration, followed by the synonyms, the translation, and finally the purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Vedabase is also a very useful research tool. For example, suppose we wanted to look up information on Lord Shiva as it is presented in the books, lectures, conversations, letters of Srila Prabhupada. In that case, we use the search function. You see here on top the search menu, and we go down to advanced query. And here we can just type in Lord Shiva, and this tells you how many occurrences of the word Lord are there, how many occurrences of the word Shiva, and how many occurrences of the term Lord Shiva. I've put in Lord Shiva here in quotation marks so that it only returns results where the entire term Lord Shiva occurs and not just any word Lord or any term Shiva. And I say OK. And now you see here on the left, it shows me the number of occurrences of the term in each book. For example, the term Lord Shiva occurs 26 times in the Bhagavad Gita as it is. It occurs 134 times in the book Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and so on. In the pane on the right, the term Lord Shiva appears highlighted so that we know where it is located. And we can scroll through all these results by clicking on the forward button that you see on top over here. This pane on top here, this frame here, tells you the book, the chapter, and the verse where this term appears. A summary of the results of this search query can be seen in this tab called Hit List, and this just gives you a short excerpt with the words before and after the term that you searched for, in this case Lord Shiva, along with the book that it appears in and the chapter and verse where it appears. So you see here all these other Bhagavad Gita occurrences. Scroll further down and you find the Srimad Bhagavatam appearances. You can double click on any of them to go to the document that is referred to over there. Now suppose we wanted to use the Vedabase as a Sanskrit dictionary. For example, suppose we were studying the Sri Ishopanishad, like we were looking at, let's say mantra 7. And we were reading this and we came across Prabhupada's purport where he uses the terms Madhyamadikari and Uttamadikari. And we are curious to find out what this word Adhikari means. So we go to search, and this time we look for synonyms only. So we only want to look for the term Adhikari where it appears in the synonyms of Prabhupada's books. So I type in Adhikari and I say OK. And now it only shows me the term Adhikari in the synonym section of Prabhupada's books. So one meaning that's given here is one who is fit for. If we go forward to the next occurrence, we see a different meaning. bona fide devotee. The next occurrence gives us the meaning of fit candidate, someone who has the right, the authority, a responsible officer. So all these are different shades of the meaning of that word, and doing this exercise gives the student a more well-rounded idea of what the word means and how it can be used in different contexts. Prabhupada always gives the translation as it is relevant to the verse that he is talking about. That's it for this video. In our subsequent videos, we'll talk about looking up Sanskrit words in online Sanskrit dictionaries. For now, we hope you use the Bhaktivedanta Vedabase to its full potential to enlighten yourself with this transcendental knowledge.